Hey guys, and welcome to your winter solstice message. So not only are we going to talk about what goes on in the winter solstice, we're also going to be talking about the portal on 12/21. Hey guys, if you guys are new to my channel, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Astaria Dream, and here on my channel we talk about everything about spirituality and all you need to know about astrology and portals and ascension energies and anything to guide you on your spiritual awakening journey. So Wednesday, we kind of focus more on the portals and the astrology. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about, well, we're going to reference two portals. So there was a portal that just happened on 12/12. And if you guys missed that video, I'll try to link it up here. If not, I'll throw in the description of the video. And that portal is going to stay open all the way until 12/21. And another portal opens. So that first portal will close, but we're in the middle right now of the two portals. And so there will be a portal that aligns on 12/21. But it also falls on the winter solstice. So let's break down what's happening here. So the 12/21 portal actually closes up a lot of cycles, okay? Things you started but didn't finish are allowing it to end. Old soul contracts that are still kind of lingering, those will disappear. Maybe even some relationships might be a good time to get some closure. Conversations can be at coming up at this time. But things that are kind of left up in the air and you didn't know why or just kind of put on the back burner, these need to end. But what I'm going to also say with that, if this is something that's really important that was supposed to be done, and this is like a soul contract and you have some destiny with this, it's actually going to allow you to step into that energy. Something that you've waited on, you put over here and I'll deal with later, all of a sudden may become very relevant in your life, and you may be feeling urged to go work on it, to fix it, to go do this, to practice this. So whatever it is, your soul is urging you to step into that energy. So it is this energy of letting things go, but letting things go that's no longer serving you, and stepping forth in the energies of something you're procrastinating on that you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime, okay? There's a lot of soul's mission energy going on and what you're purposeful around the 12th all the way to the 21st. And the 21st, it's like, no more BS. I'm calling you on your crap. You need to get this done. No more being lazy and procrastinating. But then at the same thing, the things that are holding you back will be falling away. We'll talk about the ones and two, just the numerology. Ones are always new beginnings. Twos are balance, partnership, love, romance, stuff like that. So unions of souls have been coming together since the 12/12. Doesn't have to be romantic. Can be just any form of partnership, but I will highlight that as well. That's a key time also for romance around the 21st. And just this energetic gateway of connecting with the right people, places, and things that are going on. So along with that portal that's open on the 21st, we also have the winter solstice. So let's talk about what that is. So the winter solstice is the last season we have in the seasonal year, in the natural year, even in the astrological year. So as most of you probably align with the calendar year and say we're wrapping up 2022 and December 21st is the last day of the calendar year. That's something that's man-made. And January 1st starts a brand new year. Or does it? January 1st starts a brand new calendar year. Again, something that's man-made. I talk about the natural years and astrological years and the seasonal years. I've been doing it on all the seasonal updates. So then we do the spring equinox, the summer solstice, the fall equinox, and now the winter solstice. I always talk about this stuff. And so the first one I had out when I talked about the spring equinox, I went into really deep detail of like why that's the first day of the year and how to follow that yearly pattern and get in alignment with the energies. If you guys missed that, I'll try to link it up here or throw it in the description of the video. I'll give you a very, very short breakdown because I feel like all the seasonal updates, I'm like repeating myself, and I know some people watch them all the time, but the spring equinox starts the first day of the year. This is creation energy. Think about the energy of you're going to go plant a seed. This is brand new energies. So things aren't ripe yet. Things aren't ready to be born, but you plant the seed. This is creation energy, right? And so this is like the first day of new beginnings, new energy. The summer, things start to come into the physical here. You can go outside, all the seeds you planted. Maybe your vegetables are ready to be picked. Your fruits are ready to eat, right? And so things are starting to come into here in the physical, like I said. And then the fall equinox, things come into harvest, things come into fruition. A lot of manifestations are nearing the end or very strong at that point. We also are starting to prepare for winter. So why is winter not a good time to say that January 1st is the first day of the year? Well, let's look at nature. All right, the winter, January 1st, there's no leaves on the tree. It is freezing outside. People stay indoors. Like the sun isn't out as much. It's cold. There's snow. Like people hibernate. Animals hibernate. Birds fly south for the winter. This is like a dead zone. This is like a hibernation zone. This is a time to go inward and reflect on the last year. This is not a time to make decisions and launch projects and do all this new creation energy. So why would man say that January 1st is the first day of the year when we are still in silence? The winter solstice starts December 21st and stays with us until the spring equinox, which is March, what is it next year? Like March 21st-ish. But so why would January 1st, the middle of winter, be a first day of the year? The first day of the year is when the birds come out, the sun starts coming out, the snow's gone, things are starting to come alive again. I'm getting ready to plant my seeds for my garden. Like that to me is the first day of the year. And so why would I celebrate January 1st as the first day of the year? So what I believe is the winter solstice allows us to go inward. It's introspection, it's integration, it's reflection, it's hibernation. It's a time to be still. We also have to just kind of go within, be still, integrate all the lessons of the year. And so we're going to go through all the stillness for the next few months. And so this is a completely different energy. Again, people want to like, oh, January 1st, New Year's resolution. I don't know the statistics on this, but I'd say it's pretty high. Most New Year's resolutions last like a couple weeks, end of January, fizzle out. Like most people, they don't stick with their resolutions. Why? Because you're trying to launch something new and start a new habit or routine in the middle of dead of winter when you're not supposed to make action steps. I guarantee you, if you try to do a New Year's resolution on spring equinox, you're going to get a lot further because you're in alignment. You're working with the energies, not have them work against you. Okay, so just reflect on that, right? Maybe try it out, see what works. But so the winter solstice, we're gonna go into stillness. We're gonna go in reflection. Let's silence the mind. Let's see what I need to learn, or let's see what I learned and I need to integrate. So again, we got two major energies, and if you're watching this before the winter solstice, you can still tap into the 12-12 portal. So what I'd like to do now is, the angels have been coming in really strong lately. So I'm gonna do a little angel reading. The angels and the archangels, we're going to work with them today. So I'm not going to do a pick a card. I know I normally do those on a lot of these videos, but I'm going to do just a general collective reading for what's going on in the winter solstice, like what you need to know, what you need to be aware of. So I think we're going to start with the archangels. Oh, already coming out. 2 of Michael. Okay. It will... It will all be better if you just make a decision over analyzing a problem and find a compromise. So there could be some back and forth. You're trying to decide. It can be head versus heart. It doesn't have to be yes versus no. It's like indecision is causing delay. I want to do this, but then I want to do this, and I'm back and forth. And the universe is like, well, make a decision. There is no right or wrong. We have free will, and we can't get too far away from our soul contracts or fate and destiny, whatever you want to call it. But again, we have a little bit of leeway to go this way or go that way. And if you're kind of back and forth and you haven't been able to make up your mind about something or someone, that indecision is actually calling a stalemate and no decision is coming out. And so it wants you to go a little bit deeper and figure out which path you want to go. You want to go down this path, you want to go to that path. And that's your choice. Because here's what's going to happen. With free will, you can go this way or this way. But all roads will lead to here, that center point. And that's that fate and destiny. That is that soul contract. So it doesn't matter how you get there. The free will, you can go your way, but you will always hit that middle point. So let's see what's going on here. Let's get a couple more cards. 848, I like that. I looked down and saw angel number, so that might be for somebody that needs to hear that. We've also got Queen of Gabriel. So this is a passionate, charming, brilliant, independence energy. It says you can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Manifestation is key. Manifestation is key. I'm going to say that one more time. Manifestation is key, guys, especially right now between the 2 portals, because if you do a manifestation technique today, you can tap into that 12-12 portal, and you can tap into the 12-21 portal and the winter solstice. Time magic, right? Time doesn't exist. You can just tap into it. Intention is everything. So go, whatever your goals, your dreams, your aspirations are, whatever you're working on, do some manifestation. Work with those energies now. I'm going to grab the top of the deck too. 8 of Raphael. Oh, I love that we got Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. So we got a lot of protectors in. There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right. A spiritual quest. Soul calling you to step up and do something. Hesitation or fear might have stopped you, but yet, like, because the ego wants, and the ego wants to go here, and sometimes the soul wants you to go to here, but it's scary. Oh, I got to have a lot of trust and faith in the process and know that I can take that leap of faith. I can go over here because that might be a better option. That's what happens. We have to release control and surrender and say, okay, I don't know what you want from me or where you want me to go, but I know I'm going to release the control and surrender because, listen, when we try to do what we want to do egotistically, what's going to happen is we're going to go here, then here, then here, then here, then here, here, maybe back around, and and you finally get to that destination. The second we surrender and release control, your higher self steps in. It's like, shortcut, bam, you're there. So that's what I feel like. There is something better. The ego is going to choose the harder way, but when we surrender and release control, bam, you end up there rather quick. And that's part of the spiritual quest, learning to release control. All right, let's grab another deck. Let's get a couple more cards out. What is going on? Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We've got 7 of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. I'm going to get all the cards out. I'm going to get 3 of each. Ooh, 5 of Fire. Competitive goals. Bothersome details. Conflict with others. Let's get one more card. There's a lot of passionate energy here. Okay, we got a couple. Ooh, and another Fire. Wow, King of Fire. Focus, focus, focus. Communication with vision and a leader. And be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Okay. We've also got Queen of Air. Objective decision making. Clearing away what that no longer serves you. Seeing the humor in a situation. 7 of Water. Complex decision. The need to do some research so you can stop procrastinating. Those are separate. Let's talk about these for a second. I want to talk about the 7 of Fire, the 5 of Fire, and the King of Fire. It's interesting. Maybe they are entangled because I'm like, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Why aren't you putting yourself first with the 7 of Fire? Don't let what other people are saying, doing, or not saying affect who you are. Because that's what I'm like, defend your beliefs and decisions, like being in your power. Your solar plexus is balanced. You know who you are. Speaking your truth, standing your ground, not backing down, not caving in. Having that boundary where you're doing something because you want to do it, not because you feel you have to, or somebody's like, invoking that energy and they're like, hey, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, and you're like, I really don't want to. And you're going against the grain, you're going against what you want to do. I think boundaries and standing your essence is really strong in that with the solar plexus. But the 5 of Fire, that's that mental conflict going back and forth, like, I know what I need to do, but someone's saying I should do this. Need versus want, something going on. Again, somebody could have been in the air, kind of like, you don't have that boundary, you need to work on the solar plexus, stand true in your essence. But the King of Fire, that's the energy, like, what are you waiting on? Like, focus. That's focus, focus, focus. Lack of focus, right? Is it in the root chakra? Do we need to get grounded? Or is the third eye chakra too overactive and we need to bring the energy down to the root and ground it? Maybe even connecting. Yeah, because it says communicate with vision. So the third eye chakra might be a little bit overactive. You could be spending too much time in the future, daydreaming, stuff like that. Might need to work on grounding. Oh, yeah, and the creative energy, that's entangled with the sacral chakra, so that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, getting a game plan together, focusing, maybe just focusing on one thing at a time. There might be a lot of distraction energies. You might feel unfocused. You might feel ungrounded. So developing some grounding practice or bringing the energies down to the root. Now I want to talk about the Queen of Air and the 7 of Water. Again, it's like, what are you waiting on? You know what it feels like? There's a lot of choices to make, or there's too many choices and I'm overwhelmed. Because the 7 of Water is like, I got to make a choice. Free will stands in energy too, but it can be, a little bit overcomplicated. But are you just overcomplicating it? Oh yeah, it says a complex decision. Because there's too many options. Like, no option feels better to you than just one option. Interesting. Yeah, because the other one says objective decision, clearing away what no longer serves you, seeing the truth in a humor in a situation. Okay, so I want to start with that. What I want to say, it's like decisive action that's needed to be made, but it's not. It's interesting. I see this as like a 3-part thing, because it's not necessarily today. It's because you wait and you kind of, I don't know, sleep on it, meditate it, integrate, do something, and then you get very clear-headed, and then it's like, then you could pull the trigger, and it's like fast, quick, decisive actions. But it doesn't necessarily feel like today, because it feels like we have to clear away what no longer serves you. So that even could be what you're doing to your manifestation during these portals, right? You're releasing what no longer serves you, okay? Seeing the truth and the humor in a situation. Again, don't let anybody else things to say affect your vibration. Who the hell cares? It's none of your business if somebody likes you. It's none of your business, like, what they think of you. Who cares? Why are we letting what other people's judgments of us affect us? Like, be so strong in your energy, you'll laugh it off, roll it off your shoulder, roll it off the shoulder. Like, I don't care. Like, you don't affect me. And so I think we're clearing away people and places, things that no longer serve us. Could even be some clutter. But I feel like that negative energy could be holding a vibration that's blocking you from making a decision. That might also be why you're not seeing things clearly. But again, it also could be entangled with the root chakra. The third eye chakra being too overactive. And that's why we have to ground it down to the root chakra. And then it's like decisive action. So once we've done the clearing and decluttering and kind of purging and releasing all that stuff, then it's like, oh, I can pull the trigger. I see things clearly. Like I know what to do now. But there might be some clouded judgment. We got to work on releasing all that. And then it's like, okay, I know what to do. I'm good. I'm going to go down this route. Because right now there's a lot of routes and a lot of decisions, and it's a little overwhelming. And so that's okay. I don't think now is the time to make the decision. All right, let's get a couple more cards. Let's get an Archangel card. See what they got. Archangel Oracle. Beautiful. Archangel Lavender. How perfect is lavender? Is great to work with the third eye chakra, and the card's all purple. I love it. Okay, prepare for soul healing, forgive and release everyone. That's what I'm talking about. These portals are all about like soul activations, aligning with your soul's mission, all that stuff. And remember that fear I was talking about with the 8 of Raphael about, oh, I'm scared to go on the spiritual quest? No, your soul is healing. You're being called to step up to this. So yeah, prepare for it because it's time to do it. But forgiveness and release, that makes a lot of sense. We just talked about, instead of doing manifestations, releasing what no longer serves you, releasing someone that's no longer serving you, getting rid of the old to make way for the new. So you could even work with Archangel Lavender at this time to release what is no longer serving you. And let's get one last card over here from the angels. Let's see. One last. We'll get an oracle. This one wants to come out. Beautiful. Ooh, Mother, Father, God. That makes me very happy. There is no difference. There is no distinguish, right? I call in Father Sky, I call in Mother Earth, and I call in Spirit in between. And sometimes I stand as Spirit in between, but what is the difference? If you break away all the labels and get all the way down to the core of the true essence of what really goes on, there isn't, right? Whether you want to label it God, the universe, source energy, it doesn't matter, right? So we're just going to call this God, universe, source energy. We're all just fragments of that. We're all just little bits and pieces broken off into different souls and different humans. But I am God. You are God. We're all fragments of each other. You're a reflection of me. You take all of the humans and all of the animals and all of the plants and everything that ever existed, and you put it together in one big, huge quantum pile and entangle it all together. You're going to make source energy, right? That is God. That is source. You are source. You are God. The universe is you. You are the universe. When are you going to step up and realize you don't need this higher being to manifest all your dreams? Tap into your own universal energy. Tap into your own God energy. You have that within you. Mother, Father, God. Are you Father? Are you Mother? Are you God? Are you all three? And there's that Trinity activation, right? And so remembering, I remember I am the universe. I am God. I am source, right? Tapping into that vibration, because we are all just a piece of God. We are all just a piece of source. We are all just fragments of each other. And law of reflection is really, really strong, okay? I felt really called to pull one more card off the top of this deck, healing energy. Allow the healing to take place. I'm going to highlight this with the winter solstice. When the winter solstice happens, slow down, take a moment, short, ground, and center, reflect, integrate, all that stuff, but allow the healing to happen. This isn't a time to, ooh, I love that there's the angel wings, and we've got like the Kundalini energy, it feels like, around it. It's okay if things slow down. It's okay if things pause. It's okay if you have to, like, self-care is highlighted this time. It's okay if the business isn't thriving right now. This is a slowing down energy. Allow it to take place. Because you don't want to go fast, and then you reach burnout because you're in the middle of the winter solstice. It's okay to work on your healing at this time. Do some shadow work, integration. I know I've said that word several times in this video. I'm going to highlight it one more time. Integration at this time. So healing, that should be the main focus. What do you need to do on healing? Allow that to be one of the main focuses during the winter solstice, right? And then you go through death and rebirth and metamorphosis in the spring equinox. You get to be reborn into a brand new natural seasonal year. I mean, think about it. Even the spring equinox lines up with the first day of the zodiac signs. Like, the zodiac signs start with Aries. That starts a whole new astrological year. I think there's something there. We're talking about natural years, astrology years, seasonal years. All the stuff are lining up. So Allow the healing to take place. There's no need to rush the process. I'm going to say that again. There's no need to rush the process. And don't worry, because you go through the stillness, you go through the silence, you go through the darkness, and then in comes the light, and in comes the rebirth, and in comes the answers, in comes the transformation. You shed the layer of your skin, you get to be reborn, and start a brand new energy again. It's all purposeful. We can't go 100 miles an hour 24/7. We have to slow down, relax, breathe, let the energies breathe, and then it can be rebirthed again. So there is rebirthing energy coming. Work with the energy so they don't have to work against you, right? You get in that divine flow state, instant manifestation. You tap into divine energies. It's a whole other quantum world out there once we start working with the energies. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you got anything on this video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button this way. And if you got something that resonated, if you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's a bell too. I want you to hit the bell and turn on notifications. I don't want you guys to miss out on any upcoming messages. That next message just might be the message that you need to hear today. All right, my loves. Thanks so much for watching. Happy Portal Days.